Tide Talk with Webb is back, baby. Yee-yee! Hope everybody's out there is safe and healthy. All I'm going to say is life needs to get back to normal soon. Football needs to start. College football, pro football, all of it. Baseball. It's time America gets back to work. It's time we get back to normal lives. It's time we stop being afraid of every shadow around the corner. We need to get back to life as normal and move on with this show. That's all I'm going to say about that. Bama had a pretty sweet draft, did pretty well as usual. Had Tua go to the Dolphins. Had Henry Ruggs go earlier than expected to the Raiders. Had Jedrick Wills go early to the Browns. And had Jerry Jeudy go on to the Broncos, which is great, but he doesn't have a quarterback, so that sucks. You kind of worry for Tua because he is the quarterback and they have no team. You also kind of worry for Ruggs because you don't know how the Raiders are going to do, but you do know they do have a quarterback, so that's good. They can kind of, go from there. He'll be the speed guy there, so that's good. And then, Wills is going to at least a 500 team, so I think he's going to okay team. LSU's quarterback, Burrow, is going to the ever-apparent dumpster fire that is the Bengals, so we'll see how that goes. A lot of those players went to kind of teams. I've always said sometimes if you slip later in the first round, you have an opportunity to win. Sometimes sit behind somebody and learn a little bit more than getting thrown into the fire and your confidence destroyed if it's that bad of a team. But I hope all those guys well, as I do every player in the draft. Like I said, hopefully it all pans out well and does well. Like I said, I'm not really sure the second round what teams are thinking. There was a lot of guys that you kind of looked at like, that kind of head scratcher why certain teams pick certain people. But we're not those teams' general managers, and we know that those teams involved and those scouts and also the general managers know what they're looking for, know the guy they want to fit their system. So it's kind of interested to see, kind of interested to see when the Patriots start picking who they go after. We know they got Jarrett Stidham. Like I said, so we'll kind of see how that kind of pans out for them. We know they're famous for playing Moneyball. They've been really great at getting guys who are not near the end of their career, but kind of they're at the midpoint, but could start tapering off, and they used them for draft status to get higher picks or trade for guys they really wanted. There were backups they knew that could fit their system. So all in all, we'll see how these teams do. But it will be interesting going forward. Not a lot of going on with Bama. We know that strength and conditioning coach has been praised. Bama using, obviously, the Apple Watches to keep them going. The guys from my sources have been telling me they're still working out, but in small groups and studying playbooks and going over film. And they're anticipating having a college season. I know that a lot of the naysayers in our country, they're like, no, we got to keep our country shut down for 5 years and wait till we get a vaccine and okay, whatever. Now, let's get life back to normal. These young men and women, all these small business owners, we need to get it kicking, get it back again, let them have some choice and freedom and get this economy rolling and everything for just the mental health of our country. I think it would be good, but that's not for me to decide. But I would like to see some college football and some spring ball and whatnot. I think we're all starving for that. Like I said, everybody kind of knows I like collecting cards. And as you know, as everybody's sitting at home, eBay is going nuts. We've had a lot of cards I could have bought a month ago for $50 are now going in excess of $300+. People are just bored, sitting at home. Like I said, go out, play with your kids, have fun, try to do what you can to, read some books and all that good stuff. But hopefully, like I said, life gets back to normal, Bama gets back to normal and everything. We did have a big recruit, he wanted to go with Bama this week at Jai Hall. I definitely think he is an underrated receiver. Most services have him as a strong 4. I think the guy's a little bit faster than advertised in game time situations. He can make all the acrobatic catches, kind of like a young Michael Irving. Excited to see this young man on campus and see what he's got going on because it looks all good. Like I said, I feel like Justin Smith at Touchdown Alabama Magazine, he's got the guy rated, and their magazine has him rated as a 5-star. I agree with him. I think he is a 5-star. Excited what this guy's got to bring to the table. But let's not forget, we still have Smith and we still have Waddle on the squad. So I think we'll have a good squad this year. Don't know who's going to be the quarterback. Like I said, we got Jones and we've got Bryce Young, so I think it's good there. We got to improve on the defense. I think a lot of the off-season recruiting acquisitions we have made on the backside of the ball, I think will pay big dividends. I think with a little improvement, I also think with Charlie Strong in there helping the team out, I think we could get back to a top 10, top 15 type defense, which we need. If we'd have had that last year, would have been in the Natty. We had one of the best offenses I've ever seen, but when you can't seem to stop anybody, it doesn't help you win games. Also, let's keep in mind that the whole country had garbage defense. Even LSU did not have an amazing defense. Yes, they had some games where they were very well, played very well and did everything they were supposed to do, but overall there was no defense in the country that was mind-blowing. Some of that is due to the way offenses have evolved over the years, but hopefully next year is a better year for defense and all that good stuff. Sunday, I will have a special guest on the show, everybody's favorite, Bob Webb. My dad will be on. We will be discussing everything Bama, future predictions. We'll probably try to give you some early preseason predictions on who wins conferences, maybe the top 4 in the playoff and all that good stuff. So look forward to that. He will be over giving expert analysis. And just hope everybody has a great Friday, guys. And have a good one.